Welcome, everyone, to Talented Universe. We are reviewing Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord, chapters 7 and 8. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you the titles in case you don't know. Okay, chapter 7 is Call to Oblivion, and chapter 8 is The Creeping Fear. Well, anybody want to do their 1 minute or less summary quickly first? Any volunteers?
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Very quickly, episode 7. I got a lot of Attack of the Clone vibes. And for those of you that played the game, Star Wars Pod Racer, dude, it felt like it. It was cool. Episode 7, it's those few episodes that felt like a movie. From the very moment it begins to the very moment it ends. You were just gripped watching it. And it was well done for being an animated series. Episode 8, wow. As Tyler has said in the past, all about expectations. I had no idea where they were going to go with it, and I was pleasantly surprised on both episodes.
Luke.
Yeah, I'm loving this so much. I think they are doing a phenomenal job of upping the stakes every time, and the action is rising in a perfect way. It's perfectly paced. It keeps getting more and more intense, more and more on the edge of your seat. Yeah, I've got nothing but good things to say. It's just all roses.
Alexis.
I feel the same way. I loved it. It was just packed with action. Like the fighting, it was incredible. And I really love the internal conflict that like Darth Maul has in himself. I mean, you can just it shows more of why I love him so much. Just his internal conflict of, fighting like just himself. I don't know. I loved it. We can talk more about that, but
Yeah, Tyler.
yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy these episodes. I don't know if these might be the lowest on my list of favorites out of the series so far. Like they were really fun, they were really entertaining. There were some things like canonically that I'm not sure I agree with, but I still loved it. Like it keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you invested in the characters, and like there's so many places this could go for the finale in the last couple episodes. Like it's gonna be a fun ride.
I agree with what everybody has said. I mean, I honestly, in episode 8, I was really feeling sorry for Maul. I just felt his pain. It was incredible. I mean, and as Roger said, it's a cartoon.
It is.
But I mean, it is done so well. It is done so well. Anybody have a favorite part they want to explore, or do we want to go talk about the game that was episode 7?
Okay, well, if I may jump in, you also have some comments in the chat room already. But,
yes, I did see.
I'm watching this episode, and the storyline for Maul is deep, where I'm thinking about this. I'm like, no, I don't like you. They're making me have sympathy for this character. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to like you. But it is, again, well done. It's not shades of gray by any means. We're learning quite a bit of Maul, and there's depth to him, what's happening. And I caught myself several times, no, I'm not going to like you, dude. I have nothing for you because you are Darth Maul. I know what has happened, and I know they want you gone. I loved it when he faked them out. He put his hands up, says, "Oh, there's no surrender. The Emperor wants you dead." And what did he say, Luke, Tyler, Alexis? What did he say? It's like it's.
I think he just said likewise.
Likewise.
He said likewise and brings it down. Yeah.
Now, if you remember,
it was so strong.
Clones, yes, and I didn't mean to interrupt, but if you remember Attack of the Clones, it took them a moment to bring the ceiling down. And Darth Maul brought it down. That's the difference between anger and maybe good, that he was able to do that. That was cool. But there was a lot more. But I don't want to monopolize, guys, because I will.
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead.
I want to.
Well, I just want to throw up the comment.
Oh.
Tricker Fullerton says they redeemed Marek and Crow in episode 7 in the beginning fight scene with Maul. Any comments on that or expanding?
Yeah, I mean, to that point, like I would say that was probably my biggest issue with the episode was that like I feel like Maul should have wiped the floor with them. Like he should not have lost, and he totally did.
Yeah.
But I just think from like a power scaling perspective, we know Ahsoka beats Merrick or however you say his name, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of Clone Wars season 8, we see Ahsoka and Maul fight, and they're fairly evenly matched. I mean, basically a complete tie. So it seems weird to me that Maul would lose. And he should be way more powerful than them when the Inquisitors, for the most part, are like failed Jedi, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're not people that attained the rank of master, so they're not their most powerful self. They're just kind of in between a Jedi Knight and a Jedi Master. And I would argue that Maul, having killed multiple Jedi and Jedi Masters, should be far more powerful than they are. So it just seemed weird to me that he lost in the first place. But it was great how they did that. And then they did use it to build sympathy for him, which is kind of a unique perspective to have sympathy for when everyone in the show is a bad guy. Like, how do you create that emotional connection? And I think Disney did pull that off really well.
Yeah, they did.
Really, really well. But I still think he should have wiped the floor with them. It shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing you didn't like about it, Tyler? Was that
I would
what
say
else
number
not-
one.
that's probably
Yeah,
my
I
number
want to
one
hear the
thing.
list of other. Yeah,
Well, the other thing I wasn't a huge fan of was how they portrayed the backstory of Maul. Like, I love how they did it. It was very cinematic, but it didn't match with what happened in some of the books. And I think they could have done that same thing, but stayed true to the books, and it would have changed nothing about the story long term. So to me, it just feels like they changed something for the sake of changing something, And I guess I do find it kind of weird that Maul has so many attachments. Like he still like really loves his mom. He still really loves his brother, who he pretty much just saw as like an apprentice, and like all of these people and the other Knight brother that died, he was really all upset about that. It's just like he's got all these attachments that like I've never thought about him as having those attachments to anyone, right? Like he's very self-serving. He uses people to achieve his goal. That's the Sith way. And so for him to truly care about all these people seems counterintuitive to the character that we've learned about for the last 20 years, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's very interesting, Tyler, and yeah, you mentioned the power scaling thing because that got me too, because I kind of had the thought with Master Daki as well. It's like he's a Jedi Master, and they always establish Inquisitors as like lower tier Force users, as you say, failed Jedi. So, but I feel like in both Maul's and Master Daki's case, they kind of set it up where Master Daki was like injured, right? He had some previous injuries, so maybe that's why he couldn't be fighting at quite full strength. And then Maul, I think one of his legs was on the fritz before he went into that fight. So it's not a great excuse, but maybe it's a little something to kind of even the odds there.
For sure.
But yeah, I really want to tag off of what everyone's saying about Maul's character, because I have a thing on my notes here about when they did his montage of his past. I think it was a really wonderful demonstration of Maul as this tragic figure, because like to your point, Tyler, where you say that he's a Sith, he doesn't care about people in a compassionate way, he uses them to his own ends. And I feel like we see here how Maul is not necessarily a true adherent to the Sith ways, in his heart. He always wants to live up to them, to prove to his master, he's for the longest time wanted to prove to Sidious he was a good Sith apprentice, that I am worthy, I am useful to you. So he was trying to be what he thought of as a Sith, but I think deep down he's just a dude, and you can see it how like he's really trapped by his hatred, where all he knows is how to touch the dark side, and the only way he knows how to do that is through hate, through his need for revenge, whether it's his need for revenge against Sidious or Kenobi or whoever. But it's the only thing that keeps him going. That rage, that need for revenge is what sustains him, is what keeps him trekking on through all these near-death experiences. But then that hatred keeps him chained to the dark side. But I think if he was somehow given a chance to break free of those chains, he could, and he would. But it's just he doesn't know any other way. But I question whether or not Maul is a true Sith, whether he believes in those tenets, truly, or if it's simply all he knows.
So good observation. He really seems to echo kind of like Anakin's. Like, it makes me feel like how like Anakin's storyline a little bit. How he becomes Darth Vader. It's this tragedy of Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker. And now I kind of feel like I'm getting that same emotional pull as like with Maul. It's like It's really just this tragedy that's being played out in front of us. Which I think is a beautiful way of doing it. Like, when I'm criticizing here, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I really did. I just think that this is not what I was expecting, right? So
right, totally. And I think you are right, Tyler. It certainly contradicts a lot of what we've known about Maul's character in the past. This is definitely a newer side of an angle that we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And for a character who could take down Qui-Gon Jinn, it just seems like you got to be he was almost on the council. Like, he turned down the Jedi Council in episode 1, right?
Right.
So like, he took out someone who was one of the top 10 Jedi in the Jedi Order, and now he's getting beat by some Inquisitors. Like, I would just expect you to be able to crush them,
Yeah.
Tyler, I agree with you on that now, having a chance to think about that. My thinking was, as Luke mentioned, in a prior episode, he was already having physical issues. So I wonder if that's how sharp the writing was, that they acknowledged that he probably should have ended these two. But there were some physical problems that he was having. And of course, he was having trouble, and then they wounded him in the hip on that same side. So, I'll give him that, but I agree with you
too. I mean,
it was definitely like a Karate Kid sweep the knee kind of thing. It was just like they went after his weak spot. And I love that. But we have seen also in some of the Star Wars comics, like Darth Vader gets hurt and he reinforces his mechanical limbs with the Force. And I would imagine, why couldn't Maul do that?
Too? And I was very curious why Maul screamed, because he was cut in his mechanical leg. So that shouldn't, unless he has pain receptors turned on in in the machine, which would be weird, but maybe it's he can use that pain if that ever happens to draw strength from the dark side, strengthen his connection with that. But I was confused why he screamed in pain when he was smashed his purely mechanical leg.
Luke, did they have a moment in a prior episode where he was having trouble with his leg and he winced because of it? So I think, I don't want to say anything, but I guess I am, that he does have some sort of connection. I know it's kind of lame, right? I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, there's got to be some sort of connection.
Yeah.
So it's, at least in that, I'll give it to them. But Tyler, I'm with you with that. And I want to ask you, Tyler, you mentioned the books. Mm-hmm. I have not read the Darth Maul books. What is the back history? Because you said it conflicts or it's not the same. Could you give us a brief?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. I guess the brief. No, it's fine. I'll talk about this for days. But really, Savage wasn't quite as present in Maul's life as they made it appear. He was a character, but he's significantly younger than Maul. So to have them be kind of the same age and you're taking me from my brother, that's cool writing, but it's not what happened canonically. And he was taken at a much younger age from Dathomir, similar to how the Jedi try and find their prospects as infants. Maul was also taken at 2 or 3 years old, not 8 or 9, from what I'm assuming how the characters were designed. They looked like they were 8 or 9-year-olds in my opinion. So
Yeah.
there's just like little things like that where he wouldn't have the attachment to his home world the same way that he did. He wouldn't have the attachment to his mother Talzin, or anything like that. It would just be kind of like, I was taken, essentially sold to slavery, and forced into this role of being a Sith assassin. So
anything else that comes to mind that you wanted to bring up? One thing that I thought was interesting is when, oh golly, I forgot her name. When she ran, when she was told, go find us transportation, and then she went and found that, whatever that was.
Right,
and she kicked their butts. Yeah.
That
was a good scene. Yeah.
Yeah, but then they said something about they said, well, this thing won't go fast enough to get away from, and I thought they were going pretty fast in my book. I don't know. That was just my thought of that.
I also love the elevator scene when they were going down, and they were just like, I don't have a good feeling about this. So he called her, and then she kind of committed suicide, I guess, by blowing up the, their getaway.
I hope Rena's still alive. I think
I don't know.
She's dead, but
yeah, it seemed like it was kind of a suicide mission, but it shows how much that she really cares for him if she did,
Yeah.
I really like that scene. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a code word that he knew that there was something wrong.
She knew. Yeah, he was like, it's not good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
A little moment. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Luke. I was gonna go. No, go ahead.
It's just a small thing. At the beginning of episode 8, when Maul escapes out of the cave, he does a spinning turn with his lightsaber, like right this out in front of him, and it was very reminiscent of Sidious's move he does when Windu comes for him in his office in Revenge of the Sith. When he goes, boom, and I was like, ooh, maybe that's it, because I thought maybe I heard like Sidious's scream in the background in that moment too. It's like, ooh, maybe it's a callback. I don't know. It could be a move that was taught to him by Sidious.
Luke, I did get that vibe, yes, when he did, because I guess he jumped from up on top, and went downward. Yeah, that was a Sidious
so he
move.
could cut his way through the walkway with his lightsaber. Yeah, that was fun.
No, that is.
Do you guys ever, like, in the fight scenes where Maul is fighting and Devin is kind of back watching, do you guys just appreciate how every time she looks at him, she's kind of like, that's really cool?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys get that sense. Like, every time it's like, just more and more we're developing this sense that she really admires this guy that she hates. It's just kind of cool dichotomy.
I love it.
I love watching it.
Yeah. She's like, I want to hate you, but there's something inside me that I can't.
Well, isn't that kind of how we all feel?
Yeah, I love it.
I love you, Maul, but I hate you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
Yeah.
He's very cool.
Was anyone surprised? Because I have to tell you that when Ryan was captured, I was like, I was right. We're going to lose a major character, and he's going to get lost. And I was like, all right, I got it right. Then, of course, I was very much wrong. But
two boots.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get that. And the thing about Two Boots, but I know this probably contradicts the rest of the Star Wars universe. Two Boots he's too human, or it is too human. Where yeah, go ahead, Luke.
You're hitting on this fly in the ointment in the Star Wars universe that has never been addressed at all. Whereas that droids in general are very much like they vary. Some are just like mindless automatons. Some, like 3PO, Two Boots, they seem like completely self-aware, intelligent, entities, synthetic life, through and through. But they're not treated. They're treated like, tools, second class. They don't have rights, that biologicals do. So it's this very interesting thing that is constant throughout the Star Wars canon, where droids, a lot of droids seem to be completely synthetic life, artificial intelligence, same as you and me, but they're not treated like they don't have any of those same rights. So it's interesting. But no one has addressed it. No one touches it. Like, what do you do? What do you do with that?
I'm excited that the grand finale is coming out on May 4th. It's Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm really excited that they did that.
Oh yeah, I'll be in my Stormtrooper onesie on watching all the movies all day. So
I don't know if I have that, but I will have my
I have
Darth.
a Mandalorian onesie.
Oh, I don't have that, but I do have the helmets, the Mandalorian and
The
the Death
Mandalorian
Watch.
helmets.
I do have them. Yeah, I moved them. They were behind me, but I had to do some cleaning of the office. But I have my Darth. I know, Tyler, I'm showing off again. I have my Darth Sidious lightsaber. When we were doing Ahsoka, every week I had a brand new lightsaber. I didn't think I had that many. Jeez.
That's awesome.
But my daughter's the one, though. She's the one that she was working at GameStop. I swear, I said, do you even get a check? Because of all the stuff you buy from there. I think she was keeping them in business. But yeah, I did think about that when Darth Maul pulled off his move. Because I had it right there. Anyway, sorry. Oops, sorry. Accidental fire.
got to be careful with those, Roger. That's how.
Yes. I was being juvenile right there. I apologize.
Yes, they can come alive, Roger. Be careful.
Yes, sadly, and being as old as I am, I have no control over such things. But, I'm just a Force user. It's all right. I'm not a Jedi Master.
I'm just a Force user.
That's it. I have to tell you guys, really, I did enjoy the first episode for just action's sake. I mentioned it was a cartoon. It was good. They really had my attention. I was tired last night. And I was wide awake. In the second part, I started to close my eyes a few times. Like, whoa, what happened? I had to go back. I didn't realize I missed like 7 minutes. But
you had to rewind.
Yeah, I definitely had to rewind it. I did enjoy it, though. I like where they ended. I'm stealing the line from Tyler. Are they going to subvert my expectations? When we were reviewing the Skeleton Crew, my answer to Tyler was, I have no expectations on this episode, on this series.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get the same expectations that I think Tyler had. And I'm paraphrasing, buddy. I'm not trying to butcher what you said, but I did listen to you, thinking that part through. Well, like what I said, no, Darth, you're not going to get my sympathy. I am thinking to myself watching this, like, ooh, good job, Disney. No, I don't like you. So I'm not going to have sympathy. But go ahead.
I mean, that's my whole thing with Star Wars, or really any IP where there's so much backstory, there's so much to pull from, and you've got the super nerds like me who kind of just know it all. I want you to, when you bring it into a live action or an animated, some sort of visual platform, I want you to keep things close to the original. Or if you're going to write something new, it has to make as much sense or more sense than the original material, the source material. And Disney is, they've hit that on the head a couple times. They've missed it a few times. That's kind of what I'm saying about like Maul's backstory. Is just like, this might be better. I don't know yet. It was not what I was expecting, because I know it was supposed to happen. So it could be great. They could tie it into a million different things later down the line.
What do you guys think is going to happen for the finale?
Honestly, I have no clue. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know where this is going.
Is it two
and
more
we know
episodes?
there's going to be and we know there's going to be a season 2.
It is 2 more. Okay, so one more and then the finale.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're both on Monday though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're both on Monday.
I don't know, because the ending of episode 8 here really threw me for a loop. I don't know if you guys caught it, where they said that Dryden Voss wants to meet.
Crimson.
And so that was like the bad guy from the Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So they're tying it all together. And I know I've been saying for weeks here that I think we're going to see Darth Vader. I don't know if we're gonna anymore. It might be Dryden Voss kind of coming to the rescue here, which would be
Yeah.
interesting, right? So I don't know.
Maybe Vader's not till season 2 or 3.
Season 2.
Or 3.
I could
Yeah.
see the finale ending with like a Vader moment at the end. You know, like kind of a Thanos, like, you know, do it myself type of thing.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, it has been confirmed by Lucasfilm and creator Dave Filoni before the premiere of the series that there would be a second season.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So it is in the works as of the beginning of this run.
A month
So,
ago. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have to, and it says it's going to continue with Maul's adventures. So I guess we know one thing: Maul's not dying at the end of the episode. So that's the only issue. But be that as it may, I believe the Jedi Master Luke, what's his name?
Docky. That's not his full name, but yeah.
Right, but thank you. He will either die or will be wounded in such a way that he is not able to stay with his Padawan. Well, no, she's not a Padawan. She's a Jedi, right?
She's
She
Okay.
Devin is a Padawan. Devin is a Padawan.
Okay, the Padawan learner. I forget her name.
Devin.
Devin.
Gavin. Yes.
Devin.
Thank you. And I think there's going to be a break right there. You know, look, Maul's probably going to end up saving her or trying to physically separate them, but somehow it comes across to Devin that he is actually saving her. That's the way I'm going to say it. And not in the, you know, it's going to be a climactic moment where doesn't come to her rescue. I mean, you know, it's going to look like he's saving her, but in reality, he was trying to take out her boss, I guess, or, you know, the Jedi Master. I'm always wrong. The only time I got it right was Lieutenant Savick in Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country. I knew it was Valeris. Hey, we have a question. Sorry, Michael, I jumped to it.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm going to make you read it because that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So, how do you reconcile Maul's monomaniacal, vindictive theology with the Baroque recontextualization of his subjectivity as a quasi-tragic, recursive, refracted construct of identity and agency? Look, I took philosophy 40 years ago. Tyler.
I don't know which one of my fans is trolling me right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that
there's no way.
I read it 4 times.
Somebody used ChatGPT to write that question.
But you know what? They're trolling us, and it's cool. You know what? That was funny, guys. It was very well done. I don't think there's anything in there.
I just didn't know how to answer it. That was.
I mean, I think I could be totally wrong about this, but I think they're kind of just reframing what we've been talking about in a whole bunch of buzzword language.
Yeah.
But I think what that essentially boils down to is, you know, how do you talk about Maul's you know, past representation as just a cold, you know, Sith evil person, with now he's more of a sympathetic, tragic figure who has, you know, attachments and things like that.
You are awesome, Luke.
I have no idea if that's what it actually means, but
I'm gonna go with
I think that would be my interpretation as well. Is just how do you handle these two different aspects of Maul that we're getting? You know, what we're seeing now versus what we all kind of thought.
And I would argue that one does not contradict the other, because you can have someone who is cold and seemingly callous and completely, you know, evil, for lack of a better, more sophisticated term, on the outside. And then as you learn more about him, you see more of a complex inner world, which I think that's been Maul's story from the beginning. When we meet Maul in Phantom Menace, he's like not a character. He's a guy with a double-bladed lightsaber, and that's it, which was so cool. But there's no really character there. And then
and he didn't say much either.
Yeah, he said like two.
He
things,
said like two words.
Yeah, he said like, "At last we'll have a revenge." You know, that was about it. Like that's like this whole thing. He said, you know, like that's it.
But he said it like that, though.
Okay, this is funny. Ray Tyler, thank you. Why the hell didn't you ask it this way? That's funny, Ray, and I appreciate that. I was thinking to myself, man, to be a fly on his wall, either he is trying to troll us, or he's like, oh my God, they didn't get it.
They didn't, not
they
trolling.
Didn't get it. That is funny. Oh my God. So there it is. How do you
got it right.
to a fifth grader? Yes. So I think we did.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. Ray, thank you. That's funny, dude. Oh my God. So did you guys want to add to that?
I think we said everything we were going to say on it. I mean,
okay, on that was funny. That was good. Do you guys want to hedge any? Look, I went out of my way. I'm telling you that there's going to be a moment where it's going to seem like there was a break between the two, but it's going to benefit Maul. That's the way I'm seeing it. And she's eventually going to, I don't think she's going to fall for him. That's kind of stupid to even say it that way. But I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. That she's going to like, okay, there is merit to him and I don't like the other way. And I'm going to go with this way for survival. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I'm wondering if the rest of you still think who you think that she's going to become, or have you changed your mind from what we said several episodes
That's what
ago?
I think.
It
keeps leaning towards that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the way she looks at him, and she, because he keeps saving her. But that's what I think.
What do we know, Alexis and Tyler? What do we know? Because the only Darth Talon I know is the Legends one, from Darth Cade comics, hundreds of over 100 years in the future. So what do we know about this other Darth Talon? Because I actually don't know much.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to know. I just know that George Lucas has released some of his story treatments out to the public for what was supposed to be 7, 8, and 9. And he had basically created this story of Darth Maul came back. He never died. He had an apprentice. Her name was Darth Talon. And that's realistically all that we know.
Gotcha.
And then again, it was Darth Maul he had control over the underworld and all these criminal organizations. And in the downfall of the Empire, he kind of started to take over with like lots of crime and stuff like that. So
Tyler.
It's essentially what we're getting right now. I don't know anything about the character because there's really not anything to know. It's not canon. It was just this was his idea that he threw out.
Tyler, I heard everything you said except the very beginning where this character died but did not. How was it?
Darth Maul. He never actually died. That was George Lucas's real plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And was this treatment written like before it's revealed he survived in the Clone Wars TV show?
Well,
yeah,
remember
this would have been written before Disney purchased.
Remember he wrote his Star Wars story, and then he said, "I'm going to start with this one chapter because I think this is the most important chapter," and that became Star Wars. But he'd written all 9 chapters. He realized it was too big. So I'm sure he might have added to it later, but the real detail is, his story was complete. He just said Luke was the most important character, the redemption. And if I'm going to have a chance to do anything, it's going to be here. And boy, did he get it right. Damn. Star Wars.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask this question to Alexis that one of our viewers asked.
Oh my God.
And it's, and be honest, if you can. If you can, Alexis. Long time listener, first call. Who would Alexis rather go on a date with and why?
Oh my god.
Maul or Anakin?
Of episode 3.
Oh.
Episode 3.
Now, I have to clarify that if I were to ask this question, it would be the
Oh, that's
Maul
funny.
of before episode 1. Because
Right?
he's complete there. You know, because if we
did.
go with the Maul now, I mean, he's half a, well, you know.
Yeah.
So in episode
I had to
3,
clarify that because I'm a jerk.
No, we got it. Oh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. Who doesn't love a bad boy, right? I've always loved Maul. Yeah, Anakin. I liked Anakin too, because he becomes Darth Vader, and Vader's just a badass. That's hard.
Okay.
Uh,
That's an honest answer.
I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna, yeah, because I love Darth Vader too. I'll go with Anakin.
Oh,
that surprises me. With as much
You
as
guys
you've
gonna choose
talked,
Maul?
Well,
I
you-
love Maul. I know it's tough.
you've talked about
I'm
Maul
thinking-
every
Because
single
I
episode.
know I've always loved him.
Even though the show is about Maul, I really believe that you would have talked about him if this
yeah,
if this
I do love
was
him.
if this was Star Wars 9. I really do.
Yeah, no, I
miss
do-
Maul.
I do love
He's
Maul.
gone. Oh,
I know.
Yeah,
I was sad when he died. Before, like, I was happy to know like he didn't die. He came back. But no, Anakin's just, when he becomes Darth Vader, he's just a badass. Funny, yeah. No,
Chewie, thank you
I
for
do like
staying with
Anakin.
us. Correct.
That's funny. But yeah, that's my sister, by the way.
I thought it might be. Yes,
That's my
uh-huh.
sister, everybody. So yeah, funny.
Well,
Okay.
then I'm going to turn the table.
She
No,
does.
you're
She
not.
does love.
No,
Yeah,
you're not.
She does love ball. Who would you guys date?
No, that's right. We're not going to turn the table.
So I'm going to turn the tables on her.
We
Who would
should on
she
that.
date?
Oh, she. I
Who
want to know
would
who
she
you guys
date?
would date in the
Oh, I
Star
think-
Wars universe.
I think she answered it. It was Maul.
Yeah, she would probably choose Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that works. That works.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to turn that one around.
No, we're not going to turn that around. No, no, we're not.
Funny.
I'm just seeing in my head right now. It's the Admiral Akbar meme. It's a trap.
It pretty much is.
Oh, my answer is
Oh,
Anakin.
see, Anakin. Yeah, she does love Anakin. Yeah.
So I guess she was saying that your
Anakin
answer
too.
should have been Maul.
Because she knows I do love Maul. I do love Maul. But I gotta, no, I would, yeah, definitely Anakin.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to discuss about, details about the episode? Or are we ready to rate both of them together? What do you think?
Think
Anybody
about
think of
rate.
something that we wanted to go over that we forgot?
I think we're good.
I have a quick comment. Not running the program is a lot easier because I don't have to take notes. I do want to say that I have not taken notes, and I feel ashamed because there's so much more that I probably would have wanted to comment, but then Michael would be like, "Okay, here we go. We went from a 30-minute episode to a 3-hour episode." So even
Or 4.
Tyler put his head down on that one. He's like, "Thank God Michael is running the program." Oh yeah.
You do take thorough notes, Roger. You take very thorough notes.
Well, I always felt that there's a lot to talk about, and that's the only reason why I take the notes. And I thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Maybe you'll take notes for the next 2 episodes, the finale.
Well, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I will not be here next week.
No.
So what I'm going to do, and I thank you, seriously. I'm going to steal a page out of Luke and Luca. So I'm going to do 2 reviews. I'm going to do the 1-minute review, and then I'm going to do a little bit longer, about 2 to 3 minutes, because again, I don't want to bore you guys, because I can and I will. So I'm going to do.
Are you doing like a video?
He's
Yes.
doing a video. Mhm.
I'll do a video.
Nice.
Because
We can
I
watch
just-
it. Sweet.
and you guys can throw darts at it, and or wait,
Edit
the
it.
toxic darts from episode 2.
There you go.
No, you will not edit it, Michael. That's funny. I intend to do that. I'm already telling you, in these 2 episodes, I've had a blast with all of you. This has been great.
It's
And
so fun.
it has been, and I look forward to it. So I
You
will
have to
take
come
my
for the
notes.
Mandela and Grogu one.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You
actually
have
going
to.
to,
Okay.
my
you have
daughter
to.
and I, we're going to be there Thursday night at 8:30
Me
over here in
too.
Laverne. So we're watching it. I think it's in 3D or IMAX. I forget which one. But we're watching it on
I'm going
Thursday.
Thursday.
You as well? Yeah.
I'm gonna go on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to catch the 8:30. Do you guys know when you're going?
No,
Not yet.
don't.
Okay. Tickets are readily available right now.
Yep.
Well, I know they've got a lot of dates. A lot of theaters are showing it. So,
hey, tomorrow we get The Devil Wears Prada and Animal Farm, which I'm also looking forward to. But that's off topic. I apologize. So there's a lot of movies coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, I got to tell you
Michael
that.
too.
Yeah. I have to tell you that being able to do this again with you guys has been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I appreciate the insight, and this is cool. I do believe we're going to lose at least 1, maybe 2 of the main characters. And I believe Devin's Jedi Master will be gone or injured.
Yeah.
And then we'll have something down the road. But I believe he's done. He's gone. He's such a cool character, too. He really is. But if you notice, he's getting on everyone's nerves. Because he's all like, hey, down, and they're like, now. And that's the Jedi way, time and perseverance. So I think he's done. And there will be a traumatic moment which will make it look like the audience is going to know what happened, but the characters are not. That's what I'm betting on. We'll see.
it should be interesting. I mean, I really don't know where this is going for episode 9 and 10. I really don't.
Did they say about when season 2 would come out? Is it
No.
like 2 years, 1 year? No, we don't know at all.
Nothing. Mm-mm.
Nothing. But the animation series, nothing against anyone, but they're a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would figure it'd be back next year.
I bet they've already been working on it.
Oh, they probably as soon as you heard that they just go ahead for season 2, they started working on the animation.
Yeah.
And who knows? They may have already done the voices. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows how much they planned this in advance, which they might have thought that they were going to have a season 2. So you just don't know. Okay, here we go to the fun part. I'm not going first this time. Need to rate both episodes together. I'm going to go with Roger first today.
Action adventure, popcorn type stuff. 8 was a 10. I really did enjoy this one. I know that it's got faults, but watching it through the first time, it was impressive. The animation was awesome. Do you guys notice when they swing the lightsabers, it has that trailing edge of a blade? Yeah. I mean, wow. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Alexis, you said the action was nonstop. Boy, was it. This was an action adventure that was fun. It was exciting. Didn't know what to expect. Episode 8, I'm going to go with the number itself. I'm going to give it an 8.
So together that would be a 9 then? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
8?
That's right. Yeah.
So it's a 9, you're saying?
He said 9. That's creative. I like that, guys. That's good. I gave it a 9. 9.
And of course, my pen is not working. Here we go. 9. Okay. Whoops, wrong place. Oh, this is not fun. Okay, give me a second.
This is embarrassing, Michael, because I have like 15 pins in front
Well,
of me.
I do too, and none of them are working right now. And this one's not working either.
Okay, I will write it down then, okay?
I'm getting a trusty pencil. That's it. Now I got it. Okay, Alexis.
I know. I'm trying to think. Come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, come back to me.
Tyler.
I'm gonna go with the 7.5.
Ooh.
Please, I had it really
Is that
liked
the
it, but
lowest
just
score?
because that's the lowest score I've had for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so
That's so
7.5.
sad, Tyler.
It's
That's
just
an
it's
8
just like
and a
I
7.
didn't have I could, like I said, like I pointed out the issues that I had with the episode,
Yeah.
right? But I still loved it. But if I compare it to the other episodes, I didn't love it as much. And I
Yeah.
gave all the other episodes like an 8 or an 8.5.
Or a
So I
9.
got
Or a 9.
or a 9.
Yeah.
So I got to put it a little bit below.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know?
I can sympathize, Tyler. As anyone who knows who saw the Game of Thrones stuff, any contradiction to books is a big markdown in mine. So.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Luke, what is yours then?
Well, for once, I don't have to think. I don't have a hard choice here. It's an easy 9 for both of them for me.
Okay.
That's cool.
So I don't have to do any addition and multiplication and division. That's great. It's 9, and it's a 9. And I am honest, I'm going to give it a 9 also. I mean, episode 8 got me emotionally, and episode 7 was just nonstop. I can't believe I'm seeing this on the screen with a cartoon. I mean, it was just something. Alexis.
And I'm trying to decide between 9 and 9.5 because I really like.
Oh, so you're going to say a 9.25, right? I just know.
No, I won't do that to you. Because I just feel like the ending, the finale. I want to say I'll go 9. I'll say 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I liked it just as much as the last ones.
You've been consistent. Yeah.
I'll do 9.
Well, I mean,
Roger does
Big
not
leg
like
room.
being the outlier. I was the only one that gave the episode 7 a 10. Wow. All right.
It was
All right.
good.
well,
But Roger, you averaged out to 9, so you're right.
Averaged out you
You're
said
with
an
us.
8. Didn't you say you said an 8 and a 10, which was 9? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm the
But
only one that gave it a 10. I'm a tad disappointed.
I gotta leave 10 for the finale. I feel like it's just gonna come in and just blow us away. I'm hoping.
I'm with you, Alexis. I feel like
I know,
these last 2 episodes we're all gonna have perfect 10s across the board. So
Yeah. Or at least
Hey.
9.5, you know?
But Tyler, you probably would have
Hopefully.
given it a 10 if you hadn't read all those books and all the other
absolutely.
stuff. You know,
I was gonna
Absolutely.
say, Tyler, without like the going back, like, to his past, what would you have given it? Without that scene.
Yeah,
He
if
would have
I
given it.
didn't
Yeah, without
if I
the
didn't
scene.
if I didn't have all like if I didn't know what I know about all the
No?
books,
Yeah.
I'd say a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But book knowledge is important. Let's not knock book knowledge.
It
Book
is.
knowledge
No,
is
It
basic.
is
absolutely.
yeah, that's the thing.
I will
To
defend
your
the
point-
rights of book readers.
Yeah, to your point with the Game of Thrones stuff, like I had never
Yeah.
read Game of Thrones, but some of my friends had. And so when we were watching it, I was like, what do you mean you don't like this thing or that thing? Like, it's great. And they're like, that's not what happened. And I'm like, but who cares? It was cool. So, yeah. If you don't read the books, everything in life is more enjoyable. Just
That
don't
is true, actually.
So,
Yes.
he's like, so don't read. That's so funny.
No, but that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So what do we do, guys? And I think we've talked about this briefly, and I'm not trying to take this further out, but we've talked about the books and in the movie. I have read many books and then see the movie, and it's not the same. Harry Potter 1 and 2 were almost perfect versions of the books.
Yeah.
Yes.
There, we know about the 4th test, and we know that it was what's his face that led him to the 3rd floor that varied from the movie. It was there, man. What you had in the book was on screen.
Yep.
There are a lot of people in Hollywood saying, well, that's stupid. It's a waste of time. People who've read the books already know the story. So how do you keep them entertained? You have to
change it.
That's so stupid. It's not.
See,
I know.
and I disagree
Go
with that
ahead,
philosophy because the people that read the books, all we want to do is see the book.
that.
See it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're not going to
Exactly.
bore us. You're going to entertain us. And the people that haven't read the books, they don't care because they don't come in with anything. They're a
Yeah.
blank
I
slate.
agree
So
with
just
that.
make the books, and you will always hit a home run every time.
Every time.
Are you
I-
looking forward to the new Harry Potter season that they supposedly are going to stick to the book?
7 seasons.
That's what they're saying. It's supposed to stick exactly like the book.
Mhm.
10
That's what they're
episodes
saying.
per
Per
year.
season, yes. And
Mhm.
I mean, that's a major commitment. I mean, Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the movie didn't stick to it because
No.
when Snape says, "You have her eyes," no, he doesn't. Anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll probably be reviewing that series too. So anybody
Which
that's
one?
interested, let me know.
Oh,
Harry
really?
Potter.
Christy. Remember Christy, Roger?
Yeah, I know Christy is.
Yes, Christy. I think really wants to do it too.
By the way, we are mentioning one of the actors from the Ark. If you have not seen the Ark, Christy is the captain of the Ark, and she is she's a phenomenal person, and she's been on with us numerous times now. But she's a Harry Potter fan, and it's funny.
Big time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
huge. She would probably want to do it. I don't know. We'll see.
No. I have a friend, and he made his daughter a Harry Potter bookcase, and he showed it on air when Christy was on, and Christy went crazy.
Yeah.
He's building her one now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is really cool.
Which is
That's
really cool of
awesome.
him to do it.
But yeah, I'm famous for going off course, and I've done that to you guys again, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But we decided to have you back anyway, Rob.
Guys, I have one question to all of you. We touched on it real quick about Darth Vader. Can we go back in time a little bit? Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith. What were your opinions when you saw Anakin completely become Darth Vader? Because, well, okay, there's something there already. I just want to know, because for me, this was the fait accompli. It had to happen. It was neither good or bad. I was crushed by Order 66. I mean, I yelled out in the theater an expletive when they're up in the, when Anakin meets the little younglings. That's how bad it was for me. But seeing him become Darth Vader, what was it for you guys? And I will shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I unironically love the prequels. I know they get a bad rap, but I think they're phenomenal. I think they're phenomenal Star Wars movies in terms of their contribution to the world building and the canon and the lore. I think they're absolutely incredible, and I think Revenge of the Sith is the best of them. I love that movie. Order 66, as you say, Roger, consistently every time brings me to tears. Every time I see that sequence, it always gets a little tear in my eye. And I think Anakin's fall was wonderful. I think that whole final sequence on Mustafar, I hate you, convinced that, Padme has been turned against him. I think it's all wonderfully done, incredibly emotional, and it's all the feels.
I agree. I mean, it's very sad, Order 66, but then it shows like he really loved Padme. Like he went the dark path for her. He wanted to save her, so it just shows that he did have a love for her. And it was very sad for me.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, now I would say it's sad. Like if I go back and watch episode 3, and I remember the first time I saw it though in theaters as a kid, I was like, "Let's go kill these kids!" Like I was so excited. So,
Oh my god!
Oh, you just broke Roger.
I was like, what, 10 when the first movie came out? Like I was in a, I wasn't really understanding what I was watching. I was just like, yeah, we're just killing everybody. Let's go. Like that was exciting. So
I respected you at 10, Tyler. I respect you now.
At 10.
I'm not even gonna make a comment. I mean, I knew it was coming, so I mean,
Yeah,
I certainly didn't have the reaction Tyler did.
well,
I was working in an elementary school at the time. I mean, I couldn't.
What year
say
did
things like that.
episode 3 come out? Was it 2001 or 2003?
2005.
It was 2005. Okay, so I would have been 12.
You're even older. Oh my goodness.
To quote Padme,
would've
or
been
no. To quote Anakin, liar.
Anakin, liar.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, 12 years old. And I was probably just more brokenhearted about how Natalie Portman died. I was like, she's hot. Let's
Yes,
go.
I
What?
was.
How? She was like my first crush. Like, how could my girl go? Like,
Yeah,
no.
that was sad too.
That's too
Yeah.
much. That
Yes,
is too
it is.
much.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I look forward to next week. I will be watching later in the day because I have a legal exam on Wednesday, and it's gonna be all
May
day
6th?
from 8 to 4. Yep. Got to get another license. That's all.
Yeah, there you go. All the
And
fun.
no, this is
That's
not
exciting.
a DMV test. I just thought about that right now. I got to get a legal license. I'm like, no, it's not a DMV test.
No, that's the following week, right?
2 months after. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone have May 4th plans? Star Wars Day?
Ooh.
No.
I'm going to
May
be
the
doing a
4th be with you?
podcast, but not on Star Wars. But I'll be doing a podcast. That's my
Not
whole
on,
thing.
on Star Wars Day.
Yeah, on Star Wars Day. That's the only day they had free
Mm.
because I,
Man,
think
I was
I think they
serious.
celebrated and they were home.
You know what? I'm probably going to be on that night. Monday night in America returns, and we have a lot of programming on that night. So I might sneak in a 30-minute episode. It might be
There
on
you go.
Star Wars because it would be what, the 39th anniversary to Star Wars?
Is it
Or the
39?
49? Because it's
Yeah.
1977.
Yeah,
So that would be-
77,
oh my God.
40,
It's crazy.
49th.
Yeah, 49. Wow.
50 next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Roger, if you do, and I'll send out the links to them if they want to join you.
I think we'll be talking about Star Wars in general. It'll be,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
But all right, yeah, I'll be on Monday night. If you guys want to join, talk a little bit of Star Wars, I think we might do that.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I'd be
right, fair
down.
enough.
Yeah. Star Wars.
All right. Well, that's cool. It's just later in the evening, though. It's about 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Must
Or
be
6.
8.
I don't know when.
That'd be like
when
8
there's-
my time.
We have a host who is doing a lot of programs right
a
now.
lot of programming, and not me. We're not talking about me. No.
I would have to check and see if we can even go do that hour. But it would be around that time.
Yeah. So you never know. But anyway, we should probably end this before we just talk everybody's ears off, and that's a whole other issue. But everyone, thank you for joining us. Please join us
Thank you.
next Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Grand
Eastern,
finale.
12 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're in Tyler's neck of the woods, 2 p.m. And we will see you then for they call it chapters 9 and 10. So we will see everyone for the review of 9 and 10 Maul Shadowlord. Bye-bye, everyone.